What's up, everybody? It's your main man Bennett back here and again, and welcome to another prediction video for NFL season 2020, week 6. We're going to get into it right away. Time is of the essence. Let's get it! Okay, so welcome back to another video. Appreciate you tuning in today. Before we get into this week's rankings, of course, got to take a peek at last week. How did your main man do? Well, turns out I went 9-5 with my predictions this past week. 9-5. It's kind of starting to be on average for my predictions. Is about a 9-5, 10-5, something in 5. I'm getting about 4 or 5 incorrect on average here. That does bring my total of the year up to 51, 25, and 1. Not bad. Not bad. It's like a 2-to-1 ratio. And my upset of the week last week was that the home dog Browns would upset the Colts, and they did. So my upset record is now at 3-2. 3-2. Sky's the limit. Sky's the limit. So let's get into the slate of games. Let's start first with, of course, the Houston Texans at the Tennessee Titans. Titans just got done playing on a Tuesday night. They play Houston this week, and I'm going with the Titans. They are the favorite in this one. I think the Titans just look really good. They're a solid football club. They got everything that they'll need, I think, to handle the Texans. The Texans don't even have a coach, really. Texans got some good players, but they're not a playoff team. The Titans are, and I think that the Titans will figure out a way to get the W. Going with the Titans. Let's move on to the next game of the weekend. We have, of course, the Baltimore Ravens at the Philadelphia Eagles. Obviously, going with Baltimore on this one. The Eagles suck. They're not very good. They tied with the Bengals, for crying out loud. And the Ravens are a well-oiled, juicy machine. At the helm, that Lamar Jackson is great. Hollywood Brown is great. Good running game. They have the thruple. As I was told just not a couple weeks ago, they have a thruple. They have a three-piece at running back between the Dobbins, Mark Ingram, and the other guy there. And then Lamar is basically a running back. So they got a thruple. They got a thruple in Baltimore. Going with Baltimore. Next on this list, we have the Atlanta Falcons going to play the Minnesota Vikings. I think both of these teams are trash overall, but they have incredible talent. Adam Thielen is the number 1 ranked fantasy wide receiver for a team that's currently 1-4, although I think the Vikings could have won a couple of those games. They got Dalvin Cook, who's now got a groin problem. Don't trust that Kirk Cousins guy, but at the other side of the ball, I don't trust Matt Ryan, or that Todd Gurley is really going to keep doing his thing for the Falcons. So I am just going to pick the home team on this one, going with the Vikings. Think that they'll edge out the Falcons, although not supremely confident, but we'll see. Next on the list, of course, the Cleveland Browns at the Pittsburgh Steelers. Very important game for both teams, I imagine, and they got a lot of wins. Both teams have a lot of wins right now. Pittsburgh being an undefeated team, I see them winning again. I think that Pittsburgh is just a class above, especially on their defense. They might have the best defense in all of football. Time will tell. I think proving that against people like Odell and Baker, and whoever's running the ball, the Kareem Hunts of the world, this will be a good showing for the Steelers that they are here to stay, baby, and that they are not to be trifled with. So, picking the Steelers to get the win. So far, everyone that I've picked has been a favorite. Every favorite this week I am rolling with, except for one. Stay tuned for that. We have the Cincinnati Bengals at the Indianapolis Colts, and I am going with the Colts. I've kind of been wishy-washy on them. They're a 3-2 team. Don't trust Phillip Rivers, but I like what the Colts are doing on defense, and I like what they can do with their run game. That Jonathan Taylor is the real deal, and watch for the Colts to be a real candidate for the Le'Veon Bell game that we're all going to start to watch over the next couple weeks. Is where's Le'Veon Bell going to go now that he's been released by the Jets? Who knows? I think the Colts, the 49ers, maybe the Eagles. There's multiple teams I feel that would welcome him in, but we'll see. Taking the Colts to beat the Bengals. You surprised? Next, we have the Detroit Lions going on the road to play the Jacksonville Jaguars. Now, both these teams only have one win, pretty sure, but Detroit's favored, so they're giving no love to the Jaguars. Neither am I. I'm saying that the Lions are going to figure out a way to win this game. Giving it to the Lions. Won't even take any more time on that one. I think the Lions will take it. Next, we have the Chicago Bears. Chicago Bears at the Carolina Panthers. Now, the Bears have a great record, and I think both these teams are pretty evenly matched. I'm giving the edge to the home team. I have not seen enough from the Bears offense to really think they can go on the road against anybody and put up the numbers necessary to win. So, rolling with the Panthers on this one. The Panthers are actually looking pretty darn good, the past few weeks. So, I see them getting another win. And next, of course, we have the Washington football team at the New York Giants. The New York Giants, and I am calling the upset. Bring up the ticker, baby. That's right. Upset alert. Upset alert. The Washington football team is getting my nod, my tip of the cap, because the Giants suck. The Giants suck. They're barely favored at home against the Washington team, who's now probably going to play Alex Smith at quarterback. And man, I don't know about you, but watching Alex Smith play, I'm nervous. I think he looks like he's been playing with an injury, but he's not. He's healthy, and he's coming out and starting. We'll see what happens. I'm taking Washington just because of their defense. I think the Giants are awful. I don't think the Giants can do what they need to win. Could be wrong. Could be wrong. They are favored. I think they're ripe for the picking. This is my upset this week, is Washington upsetting the Giants. I mean, both these teams are trash, and every other matchup I feel more confident in than this one. But that's a coin flip. Going Washington. Next, of course, we have the New York Jets. Just lost their Le'Veon Bell. And they're going up against the Miami Dolphins, who are on fire. The Dolphins are on frickin' fire right now. From the Seahawks game to now, I've been watching a lot of the Dolphins, obviously. And that Fitzpatrick is into the Fitz magic. Devontae Parker, their running game looks okay. It's not a suspect. Their defense is playing hard, aggressive football. I mean, do I think the Dolphins are a great team? No, I don't. I think they're a very average team. They might be the best average team in the league. Time will tell how it really is going to shake out. I don't think they're a playoff caliber team. But the Jets are winless, and they will stay as such. I think the Dolphins, they're favored. They're at home. Dolphins got this with a bow on top. Next, we have the Denver Broncos, baby! Yeah, at the New England Patriots. Little AFC matchup. Going with the Patriots, obviously. Patriots rule, and Broncos drool. Broncos are many years away from being relevant, whether it's in their division, in their conference, even by position group. Who do they have? Name me 3 players that play for the Broncos, and then tell me what they've done. What have you done for me lately, Broncos? Whole lot of nothing. You were at the Super Bowl twice, just like 5 years ago. What happened? What happened? I don't know. Don't know. Not going to claim to know, but I am going to claim to know that the Patriots are going to beat you this week. I'm calling it now. Next, we have the Green Bay Packers at the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Aaron Rodgers over here, Tom Brady over here. Yeah. Battle of the great quarterbacks, future Hall of Famers, right? Maybe. Green Bay's taking it. They're favored against the Bucs on the road. And you know what? Green Bay has proven if you picked them every game so far, you would have picked right. Just like, God, I can't slip my mind. Seahawks win, baby. Yeah, the Seahawks won. Of course they did. Just had to slip that in there. They're one of the only unbeaten teams. Them and the Packers are unbeaten in the NFC. Good company to be in. I'm taking the Packers to get the W against Tom Brady and the Bucs. We'll see what happens next. The next fight we have, the next great matchup, says the train is the Los Angeles Rams at the San Francisco 49ers. Yes, it's interdivisional. Yes, the 49ers have fallen like a shit from heaven. They were like, contender Super Bowl caliber with Kaepernick, right? Then they fizzled away, disappeared into the ether, into the nothing, into the void. They come back with Jimmy Garoppolo and Emmanuel Sanders, and Kittle his stock is rising. They're looking good with the run game with people like Matt Breida and Mostert. And then, Matt Breida goes away and Emmanuel Sanders goes away, and they lose some defensive players to injury and to trades, and they make the Super Bowl, but they don't win. Now where are they? Who are they? Who are the 49ers? I don't know. I heard this story before. The Rams did it too. The Rams did it too. And if you go back even further to about 2010, the Cardinals did it too. All these teams in the NFC West, they get great for a couple years. For a couple years. Except for the Seahawks, who have been great for about 8 seasons. 9 seasons. Consistently great, winning playoff victories. Russell Wilson. Where am I going with this? I'm picking the Rams. They're on the road. I think the Rams are a good team. I think people aren't really aware because everyone's kind of lost in the moment. But the Rams are a good team. They got all the tools and pieces necessary to get a lot of wins this year. So I'm taking them to beat the 49ers, who look kind of desperate. They look kind of rough. So I'm picking the Rams on this one. And the last game here of the slate of games is the Arizona Cardinals at the Dallas Cowboys, who have faced a lot of tragedy with Dak Prescott getting hurt. I think it's the Cardinals' game to lose. Rolling with them. I've been rolling with them, I think, every week this year because I think the Cardinals are legit. Maybe I'm a year early on them. Maybe they need a little more time to develop, get the connection with D-Hop and Kyler Murray. Lightning bolt effect. We'll see. I am picking them to win. I think the Cardinals are good enough to win. So those are my picks. Hey, there you go. Thanks for tuning in this week to my predictions. We'll have to see. Tune in to the football games this weekend and on Monday. See if how right I was or will be. Currently, I'm at a 2-to-1 ratio. For every one I get wrong, I'm going to get 2 right. Need to improve that. Need to get that up to 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I can count really high, baby. So, thanks for tuning in this week. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, share it with your friends and family, strangers on the street. Till next time, Main Man Bennett signing off. And of course, a Go Hawks.